Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stormworks bi-weekly announcement video. Now in this week's announcement we have got some exciting news to share from developers to you. Now the first one is going to be that Stormworks is on sale. Yes, that's correct. The first time ever Stormworks is on sale. So this is down 30% on the base game and 20% on the DLC. That's the weapons DLC. Now that means that here in the UK that's down from roughly around £20 down to about 14, and then also from the DLC it's down from £7 to about £5.75, £6. So yeah, a nice little savings. So if you haven't already picked up Stormworks, now is the time. I mean, a sale doesn't really happen that often. Actually, it never happened before. So yeah, definitely go for it. Go and grab it if you haven't already. I'll be the first one to recommend it to you just to get started. I mean, so many hours. I think I've got plus 3,000 plus hours in this game. So I mean, yeah, definitely worth. I think I paid back in the day £10 possibly. I mean, yeah, and I've bought a lot of copies since then for all giveaways and things like that. So definitely worth it there. Along with that, they are talking about next week's minor update. So normally we get a minor update bi-weekly, so every second week. Alternatively, we also get an announcement like today. So next week, minor update, they've shared a little bit of information in that one. So we're expecting to get some fixes, some reworks, and also developers said they are going to be replacing some of the in-game content. They're going to be replacing it with add-on content. So I'm not exactly sure what this will mean. However, we know add-on content means things that we can probably add into missions, or you can use a mission or builder to go and do it, or it's called add-on editor. So you can use that to go and add things to your game, whether that's vehicles or missions or using Lua scripts to do things. So I'll be quite interested to see what they're planning on taking out of the base game and adding it into add-on content. This possibly could be maybe workbenches. I'm not sure. This is just a random guess. It's the only thing I can think of is workbenches, possibly bed locations, maybe save locations. I'm not too sure. Hospital I'm not too sure. I mean, the hospital locations we could theoretically already do using the zones. So the only thing I can kind of think of is that. Otherwise, possibly like railway tracks, but I doubt that. I mean, that's quite ambitious to ask them to give us an option to go and place rail tracks freely. I could be wrong. Once again, we'll just have to wait for next week's minor update. Along with that, they also are sharing some more news about the following update. So that will be in about 3 weeks time from today's date, and that's going to be, let's see what they said. So they're putting the finishing touches on that, and this will add new equipable outfits. So currently at the moment we have outfits like scuba gear, diving gear, firefighting equipment, radioactive suits and things like that. They said they're going to be adding some new outfits, and this one is going to be, I'm not too sure actually, because it says here plan to add some new equipment outfits. So equipment outfits, they apparently say similar to scuba diving and firefighting, but possibly maybe like backpacks. That's what I'm thinking, because they said a different function, not scuba diving, firefighting. And I can't really see anything else that we would really want at the moment in Stormworks. We've kind of got everything we would need in terms of outfits. So I'm thinking backpacks is, or possibly some type of belt. I'm not too sure. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what they're going to give us. That's quite interesting there. Very unsure of what we'll get. My bet is backpacks, but I could be wrong on that one. And besides that, let's move on to a little bit more news. So they also said they are working on the next major update. However, this will be a few months away. Of course it will, because we have just gotten the most recent major update, which was the underwater biome. So it's probably roughly around 3 months away from today's date. It usually is every 3 months that we get a major update. I could be wrong. However, there is something that I just read that is very intriguing to me. ANSAP technology tests for a new game engine. Excuse me? A new game engine? Stormworks is going to get a new game engine? Possibly. I mean, that is huge. If we're going to be getting a new game engine, let's imagine we're going to go from game engine now, which I think they're using SolidWorks for and a few other things for. That could be really, really interesting, because I know the current game engine does have a lot of limitations. We've spoken to developers a lot during the Q&As, and we've spoken about this. They just said that the game engine does have a lot of limits, and when they first started building Stormworks, it was a great game engine. It was perfect. However, now with Stormworks, what, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, there's a lot of limitations that they are hitting into. So I mean, possibly putting Stormworks on a new engine, that would solve so many things. Physics issues, multiplayer issues. Wow, I mean, that could be absolutely massive for Stormworks and for us as a community and for the players if we were to get a new game engine. This could also mean that they're working on new game engine possibly for Stormworks 2 or version 2 or another DLC. I'm not too sure. My bet is on the prior, but I could be wrong once again. This is just from reading information. I have not heard anything internally from the developers. They haven't shared anything with me, so I can't share anything else with you guys because I don't know. But very exciting news. I mean, game engine, wow, that's big. That is a big one for me. But anyway, small minor updates, really cool improvements there. Of course, a lot of bug fixes, improvements. We always like to see that. And that's pretty much about it for this week's update. I've been playing Stormworks a little bit more than what I've done in the last couple of weeks. I've been building a new ship. I'll show you guys in the background now. You can have a look at it. I just played around with it the other weekend. Got back into Stormworks a little bit, having a little more fun with it. So yeah, guys, that's it for this week's update. If you have enjoyed the video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really does help support this channel and help it grow. And as always, if you don't want to miss any of my future content, make sure you are subscribed and you also click the little bell icon to be notified as soon as my videos get released. And until next week's minor update, we will see you then.